I think most of the people have not yet joined. Please join immediately. Okay. Then 1 or 2 persons. Is it visible? No, audible. Can 1 or 2 persons reply me? Okay. 1 minute. Very few people have joined. So today, yesterday we discussed priority queue. Day before yesterday we discussed DQ. It is double-ended queue, and before that one we discussed circular queue, and before that one we discussed general queue or linear queue. So in 4 classes we discussed about the queues and their implementation. Now, before that one we discussed about the stack. So all the stacks and queues implementation will come under unit 2. So yesterday that unit 2 is completed. Now, can anybody reply 1 or 2 persons? Is it visible? Is it audible? Is it audible? Is it visible and audible? Okay. So today we will be starting a new chapter related to pointers and linked list. So we have discussed in the first 2 chapters about arrays, primary data types, linear data types, non-primitive data types. Just we discussed the introduction about the data types, data structures, and we discussed about the what we call non-linear. In the second chapter we discussed about stacks and queue, but we discussed it by using the implementation of by using which implementation? Array implementation. We discussed the array implementation, but the array implementation is having some disadvantages. So we will be discussing in this third unit linked list implementation of any data structure. It may be stack, it may be queue, it may be tree, it may be graph, etc., etc. But what you have to understand is, before understanding the linked list, you should understand the concept of pointer. What do you mean by pointer? Unless you understand it, you can't understand the concept of a linked list. So we will be discussing. I think in the first year you have somehow learned about the C and C pointers, some concept about the C pointers. But again, now I will revise what you have learned in your first year about the arrays. Not arrays, pointers. Okay, just we will be having an revision of the pointers, and from pointer we will go to the concept of a linked list. How a linked list has come from the concept of a pointer. Okay, 1 minute. Oh, 1 minute. One minute. I'll be sharing some slides. So what do you mean by a pointer? First, we will be discussing the what do we call it? We will be discussing what do you mean by pointer. So you can see here. A pointer is a variable whose value is the address of another variable. See the definition. A pointer is a variable is a variable whose address is the address of another variable. So what you have to know is pointer will be defined in the same way we as the variable definition, in which pointer also will declare the same way as we declare the variable, some integer or something else. See, here you can see that type star var name. Like any other variable or constant, you must declare a pointer before using it to store any variable. The general form of the name is. So you can see here, int star IP, double star DP, float star FP, char CH, star. So star, if we declare something like int IP, I am declaring only variable. If I am declaring int star IP, I am declaring a pointer to a some integer variable. I will store the address of some integer variable. So pointer always stores the address of some variable. So, but the declaration of pointer and variable are similar. Just a star will distinguish both of them, but others are the same thing. Okay. So you can see here int star, int star, int. So now I will revise you what do you mean by an address. So all of you have seen in your systems that your system is having some 1 GB RAM or some nowadays 4 GB RAM and 250 GB hard disk or 500 GB hard disk. So you have to know that 1 minute I will write something. Whenever I declare a variable, for example, int x, I have declared int x. That I have given x is equal to 20, something like this. That variable will be stored in some memory location. That memory may be some 333F address, something like. In this location, I will be storing that 20 value. For example, you can see. I will be storing the 20 value. Okay. This is the memory location. 333 is the memory location 20. Each memory location, that is, what we have to know is 1 minute. What you have to know is, for example, take the Yellow City. Each house has an address. In the same way, if you take the what we call, if you take the memory, for example, 1 GB RAM. If you take as 1 GB RAM, so 1 GB RAM. 1 GB RAM. That means what? 1 gigabyte. 1 gigabyte RAM. That means what? 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 1 byte. What is 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. What do you mean by giga? See, 10 power 3 means kilo. 10 power 6 means mega. 10 power 9 means what we call giga, I think. So somewhere when we call kilo means 1000 is equal to kilobytes. Thousand into 1000, so 10 power 6 is equal to megabyte. So 10,000 into 10,000 into is equal to so that's the thing. So in my memory location, 10 power 9 memory location, for example, my memory is 1 GB RAM. That means what? I have 10 to the power of 9 memory locations. 10 power 9 memory locations. So 10 power 9 memory locations I will be having. So something like 1000 into 3. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 10 power 10. So these many memory locations I will be having in 1 GB RAM. So each memory location will be having some address. Each memory location will be having some address. So the starting address will be somewhere at 0, and it will end somewhere at some F, something like that. F means 15. That I will discuss later. So F means hexadecimal representation. So that's a different thing. But just for example, just remember the things. 0 to 4F's addresses. FFF addresses. 0 to FFF addresses. That means some, for example, I'm telling you. So 10 power 9 memory locations means 10 power 9 addresses I will be having. I will address each one. So 10 power memory locations, and 10. Each location is of 8 bits. 1 bit means what? 1 bit. See, 1 bit means 1 bit can store 0 or 1. 1 bit means what? It can store 0 or 1. It can show 0 or 1. That is a binary number it can store. It may store 0 or 1. So 1 byte means 8 type of bits it will store. So something like it is 1 byte. This is equal to 1 byte. This is equal to 1 byte. So something like this. So now, so if you take 10 power 9 memory locations I will be having, and how I can access each memory location by using some address. It may be 0th address, something the address will be something like this. So each memory location will have some address, as each home in our Vellore city or in our country will having some address, or each system is having some IP address. In the same way, each memory location in our memory, it may be RAM or hard disk, it will be having some address. So that address I will be storing in my pointer. Whereas in variable, the value stored in that memory location, I will be storing in the variable. Whereas the pointer, what I will store, the address I will store. Okay, so that you have to remember. So how to use this pointer? So you can see another slide I will share. So you can see. So for example, so you can see that ATF is the address of this memory location. 10 is the value stored in this part. What is the variable name of the location? A. So you can see here, in some location in the memory, some 10 is stored. I can access this 10 by using two things, by using the address or by using the variable name. Variable name A is equal to 10. So it is stored in somewhere ATF location. So I can access that by using also ATF location. In ATF, what is there? If I ask, I can get the value of 10. So in these two ways, I can retrieve the data. For example, a student is there in our college. I can retrieve the data by using the name of that student. I want to know how many subjects he failed, how many subjects he passed, something like that. I can access the data by using the name or by using the register number. So in these two ways, I can access the data. In the same way, any value that was stored in the memory can be accessed by two things. One is name of the variable by which I have stored, and the address of the variable. So address means what? Physically, somewhere physical in the memory location, somewhere it will be stored. So that address of that memory location will be stored in the pointer. That you have to understand. So you can see here. So you can see here. Void main int var is equal to 7. I have just declared some variable, integer variable var, and kept number 7 in that variable var. Now printf value of the variable var. So printf %d means what? It will give the value of 7. and at the same time printf memory address of the variable var is percentage x slash n end of variable. So it is n means what? The address of that variable. So what is that one address? So you can see here BCC7A00. This is the address. You can see here. This is the address. 1 minute. So this is the address. So that you can see. You can see. Value of the variable var is percentage memory address of the variable. So in the same way, you can see here. Int var is equal to 7. Print value of the variable var is percentage d var. Print of memory address of the variable var is percentage d. So percentage x means it will represent the address. So and var means it will give the address of the variable. This is the notation and var. By default, if I have given any variable some value, if I stored some value, if I want to know the address of that variable, I have to give like this and end of var. Then it will give the address where this variable was declared and the value is stored. Okay. In the same way, you can see here. For example, int a is equal to 10. So this part you can see. Int a is equal to 10 means what? The 10 value is stored in variable. That is the program concept. But physically, somewhere it was stored. Somewhere in the memory location, in the physical memory location, it was stored. And the value and the name of that physical memory location is A. Actual physical address is 80F, something like that. You can see now. This is the concept. See, 10 is the value, A is the variable name, 80F is the address of that memory location. In 80F memory location, 10 is stored. Now, the address of this 80F is stored in some pointer. I can store in some pointer variable, for example, you can see here. For example, I have written something like this. Int star p is equal to address of A. Something like that. A is equal to some 10. So this I have written. So int A is equal to 10 star p. P is equal to address of A. Previously I told address of A gives the address of the variable A is equal to 10, where the 10 is stored. So that I will store in pointer. So pointer always stores the address. So you can see here. So this is nothing but a pointer P. It's nothing but a pointer. we call it as 1 minute. So nothing. So you can see pointer name. For example, I have given pointer something like. You can see. Hello? సరే నేను ఒక 10 నిమిషాలు చేస్తాను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను నేను మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను So you can see here. So the pointer name is P. Pointer name is P. So you can see here. You can erase the things. For example. Okay. Anyway. So 1 minute. You can see. So for example, this is the pointer. Pointer name is P. Pointer P. This is pointer. The pointer name is P. So otherwise what we call 1 minute, what we will do is so now it's good. So now you can see int a is equal to 10 star ptr address of a. Now you can see. So a is equal to 10 is stored in some location. That location address is 80f, and that 80f is stored in pointer. And the pointer is also is stored in some location. That is the address of this pointer. So this 80f is stored in some memory location. That's what no. So pointer is equal to address of VA. Address of VA means what? That address is again stored in some memory location. Where it's stored, that's the address of the pointer. So by this thing you can understand. I think we have to understand the things. By seeing this, you have to understand. So this. Again, the address where that pointer value is stored is nothing but the address of the pointer. It is nothing but 82C. So I think you have to understand. By seeing this, you have to understand the thing. So what are the benefits of pointers? For example, pointers are more efficient in handling arrays and structures. Pointers allow reference to function and thereby help in passing of functions in arguments to other functions. It reduces the length of the program and execution time as well. So if I use more pointers, I can execute quickly. It allows C language to support dynamic memory allocation. So some concept you will be seeing in the next class, that is that dynamic memory allocation. So in to support the dynamic memory allocation, we should implement pointers only. There is no other way. Okay. Okay. So this diagram you have to understand. If you understand this diagram, everything is understood. Okay. You have to see. So you can see here. Is it audible now? Somebody typed, is it not audible? Now is it audible? Okay. Now we have seen okay, okay. So you can see the address of the pointers. So this, see this notation and we will call it as an. In other words, it's known as ampersand. So it will give the, it denotes the address of some memory location. Okay. So you can see here. So here. So you can see the diagram. Int var is equal to 20. Int star IP. IP is equal to address of var. Printf address of variable, percentage address of var. It will give the address of that variable. Printf address stored in IP variable is IP. Printf value of star IP. If I want to access the what we call if I want to access the value of that variable by using a pointer, then what I should use? Star IP notation I should use. Star IP notation I should use. For example, see. See, in the previous example, I have told. This pointers you should be having you should be very familiar. Otherwise, you can't understand anything in linked list. Okay. In this point, what I have. So you can see here. int something a is equal to 10 star ptr. So, and again ptr is equal to ampersand of a. So this value is a and the location is, the address is ATF, that I stored in pointer ptr. So now if I want to know the value of a, so I will printf percentage d, something like that, percentage d comma a, then automatically 10 will be printed. In other way, how can I print by, if I want to access the value of 10 by using pointer, then what's the notation? Percentage d star p star ptr. So star ptr means what? It will fetch this. See, star ptr means it will fetch the value that was that holds the address. It will fetch the value the pointer is holding. It will fetch the value in the memory location that pointer is holding. For example, in that pointer, ATF is the memory location. So in ATF, what's the value is there? That's the thing that will be fetched and will be printed. Star pointer means the value at the memory location where that pointer is pointing, or in where the pointer is holding. So if I want to fetch the value by using the pointer ptr, if I want to fetch the value by using the pointer, then what I should use? Star ptr. Both will give the same value. It will also give 10. It will also give 10. So directly, if I want to fetch the value in the memory location whose name is a, I will just write like percentage d. If I want to fetch the value by using pointer, then I will write like the star pointer. So star pointer means the value at the memory location where that ptr pointer is holding. Okay. So this is it. So I think you have understood that. So three things you have to do. Ampersand a. So it will give the address of that variable where it was stored. Star pointer, it gives the value of the memory location which that present pointer is holding, memory address. So that's it. Okay. So you can see. Okay, another. Now you will see the another. Okay, okay. Somebody gave me some message, sir, అర్థం కావట్లేదు. So tell me in Telugu. So 1 minute. Okay, okay. Again, I will tell. So pointer concept you should understand very carefully. Otherwise, you can't understand anything. 1 minute. So 1 minute. సో ఇది అర్థమైంది కదండి. సో ఇక్కడ చూడండి, నేను మళ్ళీ రాస్తాను. ఐ విల్ టెల్ ఇన్ తెలుగు. ఇంట్ 1 minute. చూడండి, ఇంట్ ఏ ఇజ్ 1 minute. Is it visible? Let us see this. So you can see int a is equal to 10, comma. Now is it visible? Is it visible? Okay. 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 So is it, see, int a is equal to 10. So to hold the value of some integer variable, what I should do? I should declare a pointer star ptr. So మీకు అర్థమైందండి, పాయింటర్ ఇంటీజర్ వేరియబుల్ ని స్టోర్ చేయడానికి, ఇంటీజర్ వేరియబుల్ యొక్క అడ్రస్ ని స్టోర్ చేయడానికి ఐ షుడ్ డిక్లేర్ ఇంటీజర్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ పాయింటర్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇఫ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు some double, some other float a is equal to 12, otherwise, 1 minute, float b is equal to 12.45. So this is the thing. So you have to understand is float means I will be using to declare some this point, decimal points. So float b. Now to store the address of the location denoted by b పేరుతో ఉన్న మెమరీ లొకేషన్ ని నేను తెలుసుకోవాలనుకుంటే అప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేయాలండి, పాయింటర్ ఏ టైప్ ని డిక్లేర్ చేయాలి, ఫ్లోట్ టైప్ డిక్లేర్ చేయాలి. సో ఐ షుడ్ యూస్ స్టార్ ptr1, something like that. So that's the difference. ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ వేరియబుల్ యొక్క అడ్రస్ ని స్టోర్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నానో ఆ టైప్ పాయింటర్ ని నేను డిక్లేర్ చేయాలి. దట్స్ ద మెయిన్ థింగ్. సో ఇంట్ స్టార్ పాయింటర్ ఉంటుంది, ఫ్లోట్ ఉంటుంది, క్యార్ ఉంటుంది. ఏ డేటా టైప్ కి ఆ డేటా టైప్ ఆఫ్ పాయింటర్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, సో దట్ ఇస్ ద థింగ్. నా ఇప్పుడు నేను పాయింటర్ లో అడ్రస్ ని స్టోర్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇప్పుడు ఏం డిక్లేర్ చేశాను, ఇంటి ఏ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ 10 అన్నాను. 10 అనేది స్టోర్ అయిపోయింది సమ్ మెమరీ లొకేషన్ లో. ఇంకోటి ఏం డిక్లేర్ చేశాను, ఒక పాయింటర్ ని డిక్లేర్ చేశా, అంతేనా? ఓకే, ఒక పాయింటర్ ని డిక్లేర్ చేశా, దట్ ఈస్ స్టార్ పాయింటర్. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఈ పాయింటర్ లో నేను ఏం పెట్టచ్చు, అడ్రస్ ఆఫ్ సమ్ ఇంటీజర్, ఎనీ ఇంటీజర్, అడ్రస్ ఆఫ్ సమ్ ఇంటీజర్ వేరియబుల్. నేను ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తున్నాను, ఆ అడ్రస్ ని ఎలా స్టోర్ చేస్తున్నాను, నోటేషన్ ఏంటి, అండ్ ఏ. అండ్ ఏ అంటే ఏమైంది, ఈ అడ్రస్, వేరియబుల్ అడ్రస్ ఏ యొక్క అడ్రస్ ఏంటండి, 80f. సో దిస్ 80f విల్ బి స్టోర్డ్ ఇన్ పాయింటర్. సో ఇది అయిపోయిన వెంటనే ఏమవుతుంది, పక్కన కామెంట్ చూడండి, ఇది 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 దాని పేరేంటి, ఇది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయిన వెంటనే ఏమవుతుందండి, పాయింటర్లో ఏముంటుంది, 80f ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ఆ డయాగ్రామ్ చూస్తే చూడండి మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది. పాయింట్ నెక్స్ట్ ఏం రాశాను, పాయింటర్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు అడ్రస్ ఆఫ్ ఏ. ఆ అడ్రస్ ఉంటుంది కానీ మనం స్టోర్ చేయాలి ఒక పాయింటర్ లో. అది ఎలా చేస్తాం, పాయింటర్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు అడ్రస్ ఆఫ్ ఏ అంటే అప్పుడు ఏమైంది, పాయింటర్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 80f. సో పాయింటర్ లో 80f లో ఉంటుంది. నేను ఇప్పుడు ప్రింట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నా ఏది, వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఏ. అప్పుడు ఏం వస్తాను తెలిసిందే, %d, ఏ. ఇదే సంథింగ్ నోటేషన్ ఇలా ఉంటుంది కదా. ఇప్పుడు అప్పుడు ఏం ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది, వాల్యూ 10 ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఇలా కాకుండా నేను పాయింటర్ యూజ్ చేసి ఆ వాల్యూ 10ని ప్రింట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను. అప్పుడు నేను ఫెచ్ చేయాలి. ఏంటి? పాయింటర్ మెమరీ అడ్రస్ లొకేషన్ని యూజ్ చేసి నేను ఫెచ్ చేయాలి. అప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేస్తాను? ప్రింట్ఎఫ్ %d address star of pointer. So you can see here. So %d pointer. You can see here. Printf %d సేమ్ వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఏనే మామూలుగా వేరియబుల్తో ఎలా ప్రింట్ చేయాలో అందరికీ తెలిసింది. ఇది ఒక సీలో చూసాం. నేను ఇప్పుడు పాయింటర్ యూస్ చేసి ప్రింట్ చేయాలి. అంటే దాని నోటేషన్ ఏంటండి? స్టార్ ptr. సో స్టార్ ptr అంటే ఏమవుతుంది? ఈ పాయింటర్లో ఉన్న మెమరీ లొకేషన్లో ఉన్న వాల్యూని ప్రింట్ చేస్తుంది. సో ఇట్ విల్ ప్రింట్ ద వాల్యూ ఇన్ ద పాయింటర్, ఇట్ విల్ ప్రింట్ ద వాల్యూ ఇన్ ద మెమరీ లొకేషన్ దట్ వాజ్ స్టోర్డ్ ఇన్ ద పాయింటర్ ptr. ptr అనే పాయింటర్లో ఉన్న అడ్రస్లో ఉన్న లొకేషన్. సో ptrలో ఆల్రెడీ స్టోర్ అయింది ఏంటండి? 80f. 80f అనేది అడ్రస్. 80f అడ్రస్ లొకేషన్ ఏముందండి? 10 ఉంది. సో 10 విల్ బి స్టోర్. సో ఐ థింక్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ అండర్స్టూడ్ దట్ వన్. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద థింగ్. సో ఎనీవే, once you have to see the book, then only you can understand material, then only you can understand. So it is the thing. So here you can see. 1 minute. So you can see. So here the main thing, see, type star var name. So if there are different types of pointers, though all the pointers store the address of some variable, different types of pointers were defined for different types of variables. For example, you can see int star IP. This IP pointer will store the value of the memory location where integer is stored. That is the thing. Here, double star P. This pointer DP will store the value of the address of the double pointer only. Address of the double variable only. Float star P. It will store the address of the float memory float variable only. Address of the float variable. Float variable is declared and some value is stored somewhere in the memory. The address is stored in star FP. Okay. Only addresses, all this will hold addresses only. But still, each type of variable will have each type of pointer. So you can see here. See here. In the previous example, we stopped here. Okay. Okay. I think you have understood. Some 281. Okay, you have, I think I told in Telugu also, you have understood. Anyway, I will be discussing the another example. See here, int where is equal to 20, int star IP. Next, in IP, what I stored the address of variable, integer variable var. So store address of var in pointer variable. Actual variable declaration, pointer variable declaration. You can see this one. This, if you see this program, you can understand. Printf, address of var variable. So percentage d, address of var. So it will give the address of the point, address of the variable where it was stored. So next, you can see address stored in pointer variable, address stored in IP variable. So percentage x IP, both IP and ampersand of var, both are equal, because in IP what I stored, address of that variable. So just I am printing address of variable or IP, both are same. Now if I want to fetch the value in the address that was stored in the pointer IP, in IP some address was stored, in that address some value is there. So if I want to fetch that value, what I should do, value of star IP variable is equal to star IP. So star IP means 20. So I will get the value 20. But the address of the variables is, see, you can see BFF DA B3C. Here also same thing, BFF DA B3C. This is the address of the memory location where this the value 20 is stored. So it is also same. BFDA. Here also 20 is stored in this memory location. Both how I printed, what is the notation you can see? Address of variable, ampersand of where. Address stored in IP variable, IP. So you can see. Okay. Another thing is null pointer. Null pointer means null /0. That means nothing can be stored there. Okay. So another thing. See, pointer arithmetic. There are 4 arithmetic operations that can be used in pointers: plus plus, minus minus, plus minus. Array, next one, array of pointers. You can define arrays to hold a number of pointers. Array of pointers means what? I will declare an array. Array means what? Some 10 locations or 20 locations. In each location, some pointer value will be stored. Next, pointer to pointer. So pointer to pointer means what? Pointer holds the address of some another pointer. That is nothing but the pointer of a pointer. So passing pointers to functions in C. Passing an argument by reference or by address enable the passed arguments to be changed in the calling function by the call function. Return pointer from functions in C. C allows to function. C allows a function to return a pointer to the local variable. Okay, this is the case. So this was the introduction to the pointers. I will share this slides. You can understand by seeing this one and practice. You have to practice the things. Otherwise, you can't understand anything. Anything. So I will be telling like this only. You will be hearing like that only. You can't understand anything. Okay. You have to practice the things. If you go to the Google and if you search the topic which I have told, you will get many types of programs. You have to run that program. You can run the programs online only. Online compilers are available. You can run there and you can get the result. Okay. Okay. So today I will be ending the session. So if you have any doubts or anything, my phone number is there in our group. Anybody can call me and ask the doubts. Ask me the doubts. Okay. So I will end the session.